How you doing? My name is David Price. I am the wolf of Final Expense, and today what I want to talk about is what are the best leads for telesales, right? There's a lot of agents, right? We live in a virtual world now. Because of COVID, there's a lot of field agents that have been field agents their whole life, or maybe they just started as field agents, and they're trying to figure out how to transfer to the phone. And what I'm hearing is a lot of research being done, right? Talking on the phone with different people, and they're just talking about what they hear is the best way to make a sale. You know, what lead is going to give them the best opportunity. So first off, let's talk about different types of leads, right? There is the direct mail lead. A direct mail lead, typically what happens is we mail out to somebody, they receive it. It's going to say something along the lines of, give us your information and send this back if you're interested in getting some type of insurance or state regulated insurance program. So the client, they fill that out, they mail that back, and that creates a lead. Another popular lead now is Facebook, right? We do Facebook paid advertising. And again, this is somebody who's scrolling through Facebook. They see an advertisement for some kind of state regulated burial program, some insurance. There'd be a different picture. If you're dealing with a lead vendor, it's going to maybe be a picture of the state flag to kind of look like state benefits. If you're dealing with us, we like to put a casket or something, very direct on the lead, so there's no curiosity on what it's for, right? There's website leads where people will go to the website requesting a quote, and there's different ways that they get funneled there. There's also, people that what they do is they work call centers, might have a call center out in Pakistan where they're just calling data all day long, right? None of these people are asking to be called, they're just calling them, and they're basically talking them into getting a final expense quote, and that they're creating that a lead, and they're selling that and giving it to somebody. My personal favorite for selling on the phone would be our TV leads, right? There's a TV commercials. We do have our own TV commercial where we talk about the high cost of burial, the high cost of death, the rising pricing of funeral, and the client will call this phone number, get a call center, which again will create the lead. So there's a lot of different ways to get leads, right? And people are always trying to figure out what's the best for telesales. And the thing that I don't like that I'm hearing a lot is people are disqualifying certain leads for telesales. And the truth of the matter is any lead where somebody expressed interest in getting insurance that has a phone number on it is a great lead for telesales. And the way I proved that, I got multiple call centers, and it's different in each call center, right? Every call center, it seems like they have their particular lead that they like to work. I have one call center where most of those agents learned on the phone and been on the phone, right? So their favorite lead is they really like our TV leads, where people are calling in the TV commercial, they're able to take them as a live transfer, or they get a notification and they can call them right away. That tends to be people's favorite lead in that particular call center. But now I got another call center where there's a bunch of field agents that transferred to the phone, and these field agents, they like working direct mail. Direct mail was their bread and butter. And what they really like direct mail, because when they're on the phone with the person, if the person forgets or doesn't know or pretending, right? A lot of times these people, they pretend, oh, I don't remember filling that out. I don't know what you're talking about. Someone else must have did that for me. A lot of different objections. I'll make another video about objections too and try to help you all out with that. But the one thing that's cool about the direct mail lead that it has their signature on it, right? It has their handwriting on it, their signature, they write their date, their age, and you're able to take a picture of that and you can text that to them. So I know that's why a lot of those agents in that call center like those leads. If you're trying to save time, right? Sometimes there's a lot of people that just aren't full-time agents. They only want to work part-time, a few hours here and there. If you want to save time, there's no better lead than a live transfer. The reason for that is, just as I'm making this video right here, if I had my cell phone on me and I got a notification of live transfers coming in, I can actually click that live transfer, stop this video, walk over, make the sale, submit the application, and then come back and make my video, right? So that becomes very, very efficient. You know, there's different types of live transfers. Like I said, there's people that just call cold data, kind of talk them into, you know, are you interested in getting an insurance quote, right? These people weren't asking for that. And the thing that I don't like about that particular lead, not saying it's a bad lead, right? I'm not going to call any lead a bad lead, because any opportunity to make a sale is going to be a good lead, and depending on the agent is really they're going to show you how good the lead is, right? It's a lot of times it has a lot more to do with the agent than the lead, right? There's a lot of people, they think the leads are magic, right? But people are still procrastinators. People are still going to give you objections. But the one thing I'm not a fan of with that lead is the scam factor, right? There's a lot of scams out there. Senior citizens are always worried about being scammed. So what they do is, you know, even if they make that sale at that time, they tell their friends, oh yeah, some guy called me up, asked if I was interested in insurance, transferred me to someone else. I gave him my social security number, bank information, right? And then the friend might advise them like, whoa, that's crazy. Why did you do that? You better call that number, cancel that, whatever that is. That's probably a scam. It sounds like a scam. So there's that factor there. So that's where, you know, TV leads, what I really like about them is it's a national TV commercial. You're watching this, you called me, I didn't call you. So that again, you know, is a really, really good lead. And then direct mail too. I mean, that's the bread and butter. Insurance has been using direct mail long before I even knew what life insurance or burial insurance was, right? Probably long before I've been around. We've been using direct mail. And, you know, so for my agency personally, I get out about 1,000 leads a week. And it's a mixture between direct mail, Facebook, website quotes, TV leads. So it's a little bit of everything. Depending on what agent I talk to, they're gonna tell me what their best favorite lead is. Depending on what agent I talk to, they're gonna have a different favorite state. This guy's gonna like one state better than this guy. So there's a lot of different things. And, you know, the one thing I always gotta remind people, you know, for example, let's say I gave you 10 direct mail leads to work, and I gave you 1,000 Facebook leads to work. And this was over, you know, obviously it's gonna take some time to work leads, but let's say over a year. And you're gonna be like, man, I'm a lot more successful with Facebook. Well, of course you're a lot more successful with Facebook. You've been putting more energy and more time into working Facebook leads, right? So typically whatever that agent works the most of, it's going to be their favorite. Same with, you know, if you have a bilingual agent that speaks Spanish and English, you know, whatever lead that they tend to be working more of is the one they're gonna have the success. Wherever you put the energy is where the success is going to come from. So again, all leads are good for telesales, right? And same thing with field sales. If a lead has an address on it, Facebook, direct mail, TV, website, it's a good lead, right? It just comes down to the individual, right? This person had some interest in insurance. It doesn't matter, you know, what it was, right? As long as it's a good quality lead, right? We could create leads any different way. You know, there's a lot of lead vendors out there. I'm not a fan of using a lead vendor because a lead vendor is in business to make money selling leads. I like to get leads straight from the carrier, right? If you're working with a good carrier, then they should have a lead program where they're not trying to make money on leads. They just want, you know, there's people calling up their commercials. There's people hitting their advertisements because they want their products, and you get an opportunity to make the sale and make money. So again, you know, if you are a field agent and you are thinking about going out there or staying there, right, from your house, or maybe going to a call center or working on the phone, my best advice to you is just get any lead you have. Start with your old leads. If you have a bunch of old leads, make a big pile of them and just start calling them and calling them and calling them, because it's not the lead that's going to make you successful, it's yourself. And when the pandemic hit, I called all my field agents. I was majority a field agency. I learned to sell on the phone. I learned to sell in the field. I told everyone, don't call. We were door knockers. You know, we took the leads, we went straight to the house, we made the sales, and I told all my field agents to make a big stack of all the leads they ever got and start calling through them. It's time to start learning to sell on the phone. And, you know, the month of April, when that was a tough month for everyone in the insurance industry, or everyone around the world, not just the country, right? We actually had our best month 100% on the phone. So it was a bunch of field agents working on the phone in April, and that was mostly done with direct mail leads at that time. You know, since that, we got larger. We got a few different call centers set up. I'm actually working on setting up a whole nother one. So like I said, it really comes down to the individual, just going out there, putting the effort in, putting the energy in, taking the time, developing the skills to learn how to sell on the phone. And the best advice I could give to somebody who wants to sell on the phone is the same thing I told my agents when it was time for them to learn to sell on the phone during the pandemic. It was pretend you can't go in the field anymore. I don't care if it's your next door neighbor looking for insurance, you need to act like you can't go in the field anymore and do that 100% on the phone. And if you take that away and you need to survive, and that's the income that's gonna feed you and your family, I guarantee that you'll make it work. So again, my name is David Price. I am the Wolf of Final Expense. If you like this video, please comment, share, follow us. I'm trying to put as much content out there to help all those insurance agents to either learn how to sell insurance, how to build a team, how to build a business. Just show me that you appreciate the content. Thank you.